According to a report by LinkedIn, machine learning engineer was listed as one of the top 15 emerging jobs in 2024, with its 74% annual growth rate over the past 5 years. Additionally, Indeed reported that the demand for ML engineers grew by 344% between 2015 and 2022, making it one of the fastest growing job roles in the world. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Selena, and in this week's video we are going to discuss the best plan and strategy to help you crack that next machine learning interview as a fresher. So let's jump right in. So the first question that arises is why even a how-to video on machine learning interviews? Well, as I mentioned in the stats before by LinkedIn and Indeed, these jobs are so highly in demand that everyone who is applying for them needs to be an expert in the field. That is the only way to get chosen for these roles. And that is why a how-to video on how to crack the ML interview successfully for freshers. The key to cracking any good role at a very good company is by understanding the job market for that role, understanding the supply and demand. Only then you will be able to crack that role. So one important thing that we'll discuss over here is the different roles that are available. So as a fresher, the different roles that are available are that of a data analyst, a data scientist, AI researchers, ML engineers, etc. And what are the companies looking for in these people are skills. Really good skills in programming with Python, PyTorch, knowing data pre-processing and data visualization and data analysis tools. This is what they're looking for in freshers. To build a good career in any field, you need to build a strong foundation first, a good and deep understanding of the core concepts. And it is the same way for machine learning as well. There are 4 pillars on which machine learning stands. The first one is mathematics, then there is probability, then there is statistics, and finally we have the models or the machine learning models that we talk about, like linear regression, logistic regression, etc. If you have a very good and deep understanding of these 4 parameters, then you will be the best ML engineer out there and they will have to select you. So how do you get good at these 4 building blocks of machine learning? For that, let's start with mathematics. So why mathematics? Basically, the entirety of machine learning is just making predictions using simple mathematics. But the thing is, as you build up more and more and you go towards complex modeling, these calculations become just a little bit more complex step by step. So what you need to do first as a fresher is just start out with the core concepts like linear algebra, calculus, vectors, and matrices, because this is what you will be using as a fresher in the ML world. When you sit for that interview with the senior ML engineer, they won't be looking for someone who knows the code by heart, who knows all of these regressions and logistics and everything. No, they'll be looking for someone who can tweak those parameters, who knows what is running behind the code, who knows why it is happening the way it is happening. And this can only be done when you have a very good understanding of the maths behind it. That is the only way you can change the parameters in your model, you can build new models and get the results that they need. Next, let us talk about probability and statistics and its importance in the ML world. Everything that is happening in machine learning is prediction and generation of new content, and this can only happen when you have some sort of hypothesis in mind, something that you want to test, something that you want to correct, that if this happens this way it will give you a certain prediction, and if it happens the other way around we'll test it again with another model giving another prediction. And for all of this, you need to have very good practice with statistics and probability. There are so many topics to cover in statistics, and I will give you the link down below of that. Once you cover that, you'll understand why and how these things change based on just mean and standard deviation that we studied in 9th and 10th grade. How you can build complex model, derive complex predictions, do data analysis, do data science on such big data sets based on just few standard parameters like mean, standard deviation, median, mode, something that we learned so early on and is so important now. Now let's come to the fundamentals of machine learning, and these include the algorithms of regression, classification, clustering, and neural networks. Without these, there is no model. This is the core behind all of machine learning. Once you have the data in hand and you know what the final result or prediction should be like, all you have to do is analyze these algorithms and understand where to put them to get certain results. And if you are good at this, then you will be able to derive results very easily. Next thing that you should really excel at before applying for your next ML interview is your Python programming skills and programming skills in general. And the best way to do that is by practicing data structures and algorithms. Now, many people say that DSA is not necessary for ML roles, but that is not true, because you will be using languages like Python and R, as I mentioned in my previous videos, for creating the ML models. But at the end of the day, you will be deploying them too, and for that you do need DSA. In most of the tech interviews that are happening these days, the one thing that is given the most importance is your DSA skills. That is your skills at solving problems related to data structures and algorithms. Now, why is it important in machine learning as well? Because at the end of the day, even when you're a machine learning engineer, you will be coding. Even if it is in Python or R, you will still be coding. And for that, you need to be really efficient. The most important thing today in the tech industry is how efficient your code is. How less space does it take? How much less time is it taking? Because you want to utilize the company resources well. And so that's why they like to hire people who are better at DSA, because they know that they will be utilizing their resources well and employing their critical thinking skills and analysis abilities, because that's the best thing you can sell today. So be good at your DSA skills, make them better day by day by practicing on LeetCode or other websites wherever it is best suitable for you, and then go for that job interview. You can also practice problems on Guesstimates, which are a combination of guessing and estimation. For example, you might be given a question like, give the amount of data that will be needed to train this ML model, but you have no idea. So what you need to do for this is go back and go through all of your projects and think about the amount of data that you have used for them. Something similar to the kind of problem that is given to you right now. And you can give a somewhat guesstimate as, suppose, let's say 10,000 to 50,000 for a medical data set, or maybe even more for something related to finance. The next best thing that you can do is, when you're putting your projects and curating a portfolio, do it according to the company that you're putting it down for. Suppose you're applying it for an NLP job, that is a natural language processing engineer. So put more projects that are related to NLP and curate your portfolio according to that, so that you have more chances of getting selected for that job role. The best way to put your work out there for everyone else to see is by using GitHub, which is a version control system. You write clean code, make detailed documentations, and upload visualizations as well, so that it makes you seem more professional, and you can put this down as your resume as well. The next step that you can take to become corporate ready is build your network and gain experience. You can do this through freelance work or through internships. And when it comes to gaining experience, you can participate in hackathons and online competitions. You can also attend seminars and conferences related to artificial intelligence and machine learning to keep up with what is going on in the industry these days. So finally, what can you do one day before your interview? One day before your interview, you can create a kind of cheat sheet which has all of the information that you need to revise for the next day. This can include topics from maths, probability, and stats, and also the algorithms from machine learning. In conclusion, breaking into the ML field can be a bit challenging as a fresher, but with the right preparation, you can do it too. And if you have any more tips that you would like to share with the audience, do drop them down in the comment section below. Till then, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you again in the next video.